All right, what's up, geometry? We are doing the chapter 12 review. This will be the answer key for you in case you are tripped up on a few questions here. So we are going to start with number 1. We want to sketch a circle and draw and label the following: a radius, diameter, tangent, secant, chord. Now, with the key with this, it can look anything like you want it to. I don't claim to be an artist in any way, so I'm just going to do my best. That's supposed to be a circle. I'm going to say the center lives there, and right there's my radius. So there's my radius. And then I'm going to draw a diameter now. That looks something like that. And that's my diameter. Okay. So we've got the radius done. We've got the diameter done. Let's do a tangent. Maybe I'll do black. Do my best here. So there's my tangent, and I say it touches right there. So there's my tangent. Oh, okay. Let's do orange. Cool. So we got the tangent done, and it's still black. All right. There we go. So let's do a secant line. So remember, the difference between secants and chords is a chord is just a segment. A secant is a line that touches the circle in 2 points. So right there, right there. Hopefully that shows up okay on the video. This is my secant. And now we are on to our last thing that we need to draw, which is a chord. I'm just going to say, boom, boom, there's my chord. Well, it's a little bit bright, but hopefully, like I said, that pops up okay on the video. So there's everything on the circle. Again, this is just an example. It can look anything like you want it to, as long as you've got those 5 things on there. Okay, switch to a darker color again. I like purple. Number 2, find the angle measure indicated. Assume that lines which appear to be tangent are tangent. Right here is the key to both of these problems. If they are tangent, and we're assuming that they're a tangent, then this angle and this angle are both right angles. So to find this angle, the question mark, or x, we take 90 plus 90 plus 65 plus our question mark. That's supposed to be 360. So 90 plus 90 plus 65 would be 180 plus 65, which is 245. Plus x, 360. Subtract 245 from both sides, and you'll get x is 115. So 115 degrees. Same thing with number 3. 90-degree angle here and here. So we're going to do 360 minus 90 minus 90 minus 121. That'll get you your missing value for x. So x is 59. What I did is I approached the same problem 2 different ways. You could go the way I did with number 2, or you could do it with number 3. Either one is totally fine. Okay, moving on to number 4. Let me flip over my answer key here. Here we go. Find the segment length indicated. Assume that lines which appear to be tangent are tangent. Okay, very good. So I noticed that we have a diameter. So if this side is 5.5, then this guy is also 5.5, which makes the whole segment here 11. Okay, that'll help. Assume that lines which appear to be tangent are tangent, so I've got a right angle here. Now to find, maybe I'll highlight that in gold here. Find this guy. I'm going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to take my 11 and square it because we just said that this diameter is 11. So 11 squared plus 9.6 squared equals x squared, or question mark squared, whatever you want to name it. C squared if you want to name it, and keep it true to the Pythagorean theorem. So we got 11 squared plus 9.6 squared equals x squared. That's 121 plus 92.16 equals x squared. 121 plus 92.16 is 213.16. So 213.16 equals x squared. Take the square root of each side, and you should get x equal to approximately 14.6. Do we have any units? No. So we don't need to worry about labels for our answer this time. Number 5, we're going to approach it the exact same way. I'm going to assume that this is a right angle, and we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So once again, a squared plus b squared, that equals c squared. So 11.2 squared, there we go, plus x squared equals 13 squared. 11.2 squared is 125.44 plus x squared is 169. Subtract 125.44 from each side, minus 125.44 minus 125.44. X squared is equal to 43.56. Take the square root of each side, and you get x is equal to 6.6. And again, we don't need to worry about labels. So I'm going to do number 6 and number 7, and that's going to be the end of video 1. And video 2, I'm going to do 8 through 15. I just don't want to make this particularly long. So number 6, we want to find the perimeter of each polygon, and once again, assume the lines that appear tangent are tangent. Now, there was a theorem from section 12, I think it was 12.1, where we said that if we have two tangent lines that have a common endpoint outside of the circle, then those segments are congruent. So these two are congruent. These two are congruent. These two are congruent. And these two are congruent. So that means I've got an 8 right here. I've got a 3.3 here. I've got a 7.9 over here. And then I've also got a 3.7 right here. We're finding the perimeter, so all we gotta do is just add up everything that we see. So in an effort to save space, instead of listing out all of these, I'm gonna say times 2 instead. So 2 times 3.3 plus 2 times 7.9 plus 2 times 3.7 plus 2 times 8. Whenever you do all of that algebra, whenever you add up all of those after multiplying, you'll get 45.8. Number 7, we're going to do the exact same way. Now, this one's a little bit trickier, so you got to make sure you read it a little carefully. Once again, these two are congruent. These two are congruent. And those two are congruent. Let's get started. I've got an 8.8 here, so that means I have another 8.8 right over there. This whole segment on the right here is 21.4. To find the purple half, take 21.4 minus 8.8. And that gets you 12.6. So I got 12.6 here and here. Now that whole thing is 26.6, right? So 26.6 minus 12.6, that gets you 14. So I've got a 14 here and a 14 here. We're going to do the exact same method that we did for number 6. So we got 2 times 14 plus 2 times 12.6 plus 2 times 8.8. After all of that algebra, you get 70.8. Again, that one was a little trickier, so if you're still stumped on that one, let me know. But anyway, that is going to do it for video number 1. So if you're confused on any of those, like I said, shoot me an email, shoot any of the geometry teachers an email for that matter. Otherwise, we're going to see you in the next video. We'll see you soon.